Yes.
It
Because at the
doesn't
end of
last
the day,
long, yeah.
The long-lasting impact it's so negative. It'll impact you both, emotionally, mentally, in a lot of ways.
Yes.
So, do you live within your means? That's another, one thing that I'm thinking of. Me, I think this is just for both me and you and everyone else who is watching us.
Okay.
I want to ask myself this question. I want you also to ask yourself this question. Do you see money as a means, or do you see money as a measure for self-worth? So the answer, however you answer, is I think how this conversation will go. And for me, I'm thinking of anybody who has a healthy mindset around money. Their answer will be they don't see money as a measure for self-worth.
Right, that's true.
They don't respect or treat people differently based on their financial status.
100%.
Any person who has a healthy mind, like even that's another question. How do you treat or how do you deal people of different financial status? Do you see them both as an equal human being? Or you see them, one animal is more animal than the other animal? Okay. So that answers, do you have a healthy mindset around money, or is the opposite? But
I would also add to it, when you the part of people treatment, that also adds, if we go back to the self-esteem, we talk about self-esteem. If I'm treating you differently because you're not a person of status, for example, right? What does that say about me internally?
Okay, that's a good question, actually.
Right? So a lot of the way we treat people
is how we see ourselves.
Yes.
Okay. And when it comes to coming back to this aspect of like healthy mindset around money, I'm thinking of issues in relation to, this is not about like when I achieve certain level of financial status, is when it's now, it's current, regardless of whether your account has, let's say, billions of dollars balances, or your wealth, maybe you're worth billions, or you are middle, or maybe currently you are low income. So regardless of the position or the situation you're currently in, do you live within your means?
Yes.
And that comes back to, are you trying to fit in situations, or trying to play a role that, or
become another person?
That's not even you. In the process of trying to like mask or belong or be somebody that you are not.
100%.
And because of that, now you're living beyond your means. You're borrowing. To sustain a certain kind of lifestyle, now you're borrowing.
And it's short term.
Yes.
It doesn't last long.
The long-lasting impact it's so negative. It'll impact you both, emotionally, mentally, in a lot of ways.
Yes.
So, do you live within your means? That's another, one thing that I'm thinking of. Another thing I'm thinking of, that now that I already talked about it, how do you relate with people? How do you treat people?
Yes.
Which comes back to, how do you treat yourself?
Exactly.
Because if you see yourself worthy, if you see yourself enough of a human being, then you get to see everybody else the same.
Exactly.
And you see, this is reminding me of something that we get trained on, that as a psychologist, you need to have this skill, which is unconditional positive regard.
Yeah. Yes.
And unless you master that skill, or unless that skill maybe was a gift that God gave you, it will be hard for you to actually treat people the same. But as a psychologist,
can you translate that?
Oh, okay. So
unconditional positive regard. It's a big word for me.
Unconditional positive regard talks about the moment a client walks. Let me just talk about
as an example,
perspective as an example.
Yeah.
The moment a client walks into that door, nothing else matters.
Okay.
Just the fact that they're human being is enough for me to give them my utmost support, my utmost positive regard.
Okay.
Nothing else is needed. Not their gender. Are they maybe on drugs? Whatever they're struggling with. How they view themselves. How they see themselves. The level they are currently. All that does not matter.
Okay.
The fact that that's a human being is enough. And that's all that's needed.
Okay.
That is why now it's easy for people to open up in therapy rooms, because it's completely safe.
Yes. So it's non-judgmental.
It's not judgmental. It's safe space. It's confidential.
Yes.
The moment you walk into that space, you see, oh my God, this is the only person that sees me.
Yes.
Because this person has been trained on that skill
Yeah.
to see every individual that walks into that door
Yes,
as
100%.
equal and give them the highest, utmost positive regard
Yeah.
and give them the highest level of support they need from your end as a professional.
Yeah, well said.
So, what was I? Okay. Help me out here because I lost my thought. I think I was thinking about how do you view yourself. So that brings me back to, do you judge yourself based on the money that you have and then you put yourself in a certain category? When you walk into spaces, do you still feel confident of who you are regardless of your financial status? So for me, when I think of healthy mindset around financials or around status or money, this is what's coming into my mind.
Yeah, I agree.
Sorry, I forgot one thing. Acceptance.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Yeah, there it goes. Yes,
because
yes. It's
have
definitely
you
acceptance,
accepted not the position you want to be, or not the position you were yesterday, but the position you are now, today?
Yeah.
Have you accepted?
Yeah.
I think if you have accepted and you're no longer like worried about this is what I need to do like, okay, it's nice to grow.
Yeah.
It's nice to have goals. I'm not trying to tell people, like, just chill, accept, give up everything, work hard, and in a halal way.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And in a very moral way.
Yeah.
Work hard. Yes, agreed. But have you accepted the position you are currently? If you did accept the position you are currently, it will even reduce fear, worry, anxiety around money and status.
Yeah.
And that even gives you more space or more opportunity to grow and focus. Your thoughts are going into a more positive growth and goals and mindset. Yeah. Sorry, I interrupted. You wanted to say something?
No, I was just gonna say. No, this is nice. When you were saying acceptance, what comes to my head was rida.
Okay.
You know, rida is. How do you translate that in English?
Tell us in English.
I think rida is like acceptance, right?
I think so.
Yeah, the idea of acceptance. But like earlier, when you were talking about yourself, when you were saying something about like you being okay with yourself, with what you have, but also like I'm also thinking about, is that because of I'm always worried about others? So the association with how others see me, how others view me, how others view my status, did that impact me?
Unless you have worked on yourself, then definitely. That's why we do a lot of things we do, because of the fear of what will people think about me.
Exactly.
And okay, this has nothing to do with this topic, but you have just reminded me of something. Some few days ago, when I was at the Nani, at the Haram, part of the prayers I was praying for was, God give me the strength not to withhold my ibadah or prayer because of fear of what will people think. There are two ways.
Yeah.
There's a way you do things because you feel like if I do this or I overdo this, people will see me positively. People will celebrate about me. And then there's another way. There's the opposite side.
Yes.
There's a side of holding yourself back.
Yes.
Because of fear of people might see me like I'm showing off.
Yep. There's that two sides of the coin.
The two sides.
Yeah.
So this actually, when it comes to religion and ibadah and performing worship, that's also actually something that you need to be very careful of. Both sides.
Yeah.
If you're trying to do your ibadah by showing off because you want people to see you, then you're not even doing for the right intentions.
Yes. Yeah.
But also there's the opposite side. The fear of you fear people might think that you're showing off. So what you do is you hold back.
Yes.
It's also not something acceptable or healthy.
Yeah.
So because at the end of the day, what we need to have is that ikhlas, that this thing I'm doing it for just,
yes.
Allah, and that is it.
100%.
So the same applies to how we do our day-to-day life.
Yes. And how people see our financial status.
Yes. So sometimes you do things because of people are watching, so let them see me.
That's the idea.
Yeah.
People are watching.
Yeah. So definitely, unless you have worked on yourself, unless you have healed, unless you have done the necessary work to know who you are, I come back to that.
Yeah.
Do you have self-awareness? Do you have a good level of emotional
Yes.
intelligence? And do you have a good level of regulating your emotions?
Yes, and then I think we're always aware of people. And I don't think we could zoom out and say we're never going to be aware of people. That's not realistic. But the question is, do I want to focus on what people think about me, the way they look at me, the way they think about me, the way they treat me? Or do I want to focus on how I feel with whatever I have when it comes to money?
I love that you mentioned that you're always aware about people, but are we aware of who
Yes,
we are?
are we? I don't think we are.
Yeah.
And it also tells us where's our focus. Is it our focus always on the people or focus on us? And I think we will do a great work even in therapy if we're internal. We're doing on us. Like if the focus on us, like I want to do this. And you use the I statement.
Yeah.
I want to do this. And it's okay to be if people in the background, but always shift your focus back to yourself, right? Because the truth is, people is always going to judge you. They're always going to be mean to you. They're always going to say, like, you cannot control what somebody else think or feel about you.
Definitely.
But you could control how you think about yourself, how you feel about yourself.
How you react.
Anything
How
you
process.
it's on you.
Okay.
Anything outside of that is not on your control.
The only thing I will add on to that point is intentions. As long as your intentions are clear and you know why you're doing what you're doing, I think it doesn't matter what people say or think about you.
Exactly.
But to achieve that, it needs a lot of work.
It does.
It's easy to say.
Yeah.
It's hard to achieve.
Yes.
It needs a lot of work. It needs a lot of growth. And I think that's why I will encourage people to actually go for therapy.
Yeah.
Even as a therapist.
Yeah.
Even as a therapist, I would really encourage people to go for therapy. It doesn't matter your position, it doesn't matter your status.
Mm-hmm.
That's something that you really need to work on to achieve that level of it really doesn't matter what people think about me. Most important thing is, what are my intentions?
Exactly.
If my intentions are correct, if my intentions are positive, then how you think or how you view me, it's really not that important.
Exactly. Very good.
Okay. I'm thinking of one thing. Let's say I'm already in that status of where I'm having financial stress.
Okay.
My status is giving me stress. It's affecting me mentally. What practical steps can I take to better my situation? Not even necessarily financially, emotionally and mentally.
Okay. So for emotionally to feel better, we need to work on the stressor.
Okay.
The stressor is financial.
Okay.
So we need to work on how to solve some of that stress financially. Then at least my anxiety goes down, my depression gets better. So they're all interconnected. We can't take them apart, right? So with financial, it would be, can I get a financial management? Am I managing things well? Are there areas where I could stop spending? Am I spending because of others? Again, the idea of the validation, I want to look good in front of people. I want others to say good stuff about me. I want them to know I'm doing really well.
Okay.
Right? And how much is that? It's affecting me financially at home.
Okay.
Right? Because sometimes things that we're spending money on could be something that we could save for something else, right?
Okay.
But so I would say financial management, but also the idea of, can I work with what I have until I get to where I want to go?
Yeah.
So maybe what I have right now is small, but are there other ways, other ideas, other connection that can take me to where I want to go? So I think it's always good to have a goal that you want to achieve, but also be mindful of, this is what I have right now.
And this is where I am right now.
And that's who I am right now. Okay. Yes.
I love that. And that brings, that reminds me of what you just talked about, which is acceptance. Have you accepted the situation that you're currently in? But for me, I will add a few things. Yes, we have seen there's financial stresses has a huge impact on our emotional, mental and mental well-being.
Yes.
And I will advise, if you're in a situation where you currently feel like you have money stress, trust you me, it's not something that you can just ignore.
No, absolutely.
And as much as it's okay for you to work hard and earn more, and to solve the current problems that you have and the current stresses you have, unless you get to understand where is the stressor coming from currently. I don't think more money will solve that problem.
Yeah.
Because you get more money, there's more need. Your status change. If maybe, let's say today you're living in a place where you're paying 5,000 for a rent, and then your money shoots, tomorrow you want to upgrade because you now feel like, oh, it's no longer safe here. I need to move out of this neighborhood.
Yeah.
I need to go to a more safer space. And you might end up, moving to a house that you're paying 20,000.
Yeah.
So the extra money that came in is spent.
Yeah.
Then you go back to square one of now having financial stress again. So unless you get to understand where is the financial stressor coming from now,
yes,
it's hard to solve that problem with more money.
Yes.
More money is nice. Look for it in the right way, but get to understand why do I have the financial stress now.
Yeah.
I'm sure you might be thinking of where will I do that?
Yeah.
That's why therapy rooms exist. When you come to therapy room, it's not space where people tell you what to do.
Yeah.
A therapist is somebody that will help you facilitate for you to understand yourself better.
You come with your own
with your own answers.
Yeah.
This is somebody that's facilitating.
But we helped you reach those answers. Yes.
This is someone helping you facilitate. So I think that's why therapy rooms exist.
Yeah.
Another space is there are a lot of people that are currently doing a lot of individual personal development and financial support. So if you have maybe a bad habit of spending, which still has an emotional connection.
Yeah, there is a emotional connection.
But we might not talk about it today.
Yeah.
This is somebody that will understand, help, like financial experts, somebody that will also help you.
Yeah.
They highlight the areas that you might be spending more, that you can make some few changes.
Yes.
You can make some few adjustments here and there. So that's another space that you maybe need to visit.
Yes.
To also make a difference.
Yeah.
Like understand where you are now and then see how can I make a difference.
Yep.
But I will really encourage you need seek professional help.
Absolutely.
It's okay. It's not. There's nothing bad about it, and there's nothing shame.
Yeah.
About asking for help.
Absolutely.
Actually, asking for help is a strength.
Yep.
It's a huge strength.
It is strength.
And these are professional people that are not there to judge you. They're there to support you. They're there to handhold you as you take steps, baby steps, and maybe run along the way.
Yes, absolutely.
So that's another thing. Another thing, maybe let's say somebody does not have capacity to do all this. They don't have the financial capacity to maybe seek professional help, even though there are people who do pro bono. So still, it's not an excuse. But if for whatever reason, somebody doesn't want to go there.
Yes.
I'm thinking of few practical steps that you can do at home. I'm thinking of journaling.
What? Journaling. Yes.
Journal your thoughts. There's nothing more important. This is the best way to understand yourself.
Yes.
Is journaling your thoughts.
Yes.
Have a good level of presence, because some people actually are just, some of us, let me not even say some people, let me add myself there. Some of us are just going through life autopilot.
I love that. Yes.
I'm expected to wake up. I'm expected to take a breakfast. I'm expected to do this. I'm expected to take my kids to school. I'm expected to go work. It's just autopilot. There's no one moment that you're actually aware of your internal voices. You're not in touch with yourself.
Yes.
You're not in touch with your thoughts.
Yes.
You're not in touch with your feelings.
Yes.
So the first step is you need to do some few, like you need to really work on yourself. Not even few.
Yes.
To get to understand what am I feeling? What are my thoughts as of now? What is that inner voice telling me?
Yes.
And then journal.
Yes.
Bring those things out.
Yes.
Journal them. Once you journal and then you reread, it will give you a bit of like understanding. So this is where I am.
Yeah.
This is what I was thinking.
It gives you awareness. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
So the moment you journal, it will give you time to go back, revisit, reflect, and then see what do I really need to work on? What do I really need to improve? What do I really need to change?
Yes.
So those are some of the practical steps I'm thinking of that somebody can take who currently have financial stress.
Yes. And also, like, even with journaling, you can use that for the financial stress. And write a statement. I'm stressed right now, 1, 2, and 3. How I get it to maybe 2, and reduce one of that stress. So the idea, even with journaling, you could practically think about how to solve those issues. What do I need to solve one of the issues that I wrote down? And you can always go back to your journal, right? Maybe can I get a mentor? that's going to help me
Grow.
get those skills, right?
Yeah.
So actually writing it down and looking at it will help you start thinking about solutions. Yes.
Perfect, because you'll reflect and then think about solutions.
Yes.
So any parting shots before we close?
About financial,
Yeah.
I would say financial is not just related to money. I think it's related to a lot what we talked about today. And when you start really getting really stressed about spending or masking, like what we were talking about earlier, to buy more stuff, or because I'm going to an event and I'm going to a wedding, maybe ask yourself, do I need to spend this much money on this dress or this outfit or this or this watch or whatever I'm buying, right? And say, what does that say about me and how I feel inside? If I wear this outfit versus this outfit, how does that make me feel? Yeah.
Okay.